Dr. Pramod Kumbhar, President and Chief Technology Officer, Praj. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Prashant.
Would you talk about new products or technologies that you are working in your company?
So we have started developing mainly bioplastics, considering the issue that we face of the plastic pollution across globe. So these are biocompostable or biodegradable plastics made from renewable materials. That's what we are currently working on. The first one is, of course, the polylactic acid, which is, of course, not a new polymer as such, but for India, it's a new polymer. Currently, we import polylactic acid from Nature Works or Total Corbion. So we have developed this technology for last 3 years. We are working on developing this technology. We have built a pilot plant which is about 120 tons of lactic acid, and that will convert it to PLA, about 70 tons of PLA per year. So this plant was inaugurated by Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Jitendra Singh, in October 2024. The plant is now commissioned fully. We are producing the material lactic acid and lactide required for PLA.
Hey, would you also talk about next generation polyhydroxy alkanoids?
Yeah, so this is the next bioplastic that we are working on. So the difference between PLA and PH is PLA is typically biocompostable, industrial compostable. PH is completely biodegradable, so it can get degraded in normal environment. So you can use it along with your food. Food you can throw it in your soil and it gets degraded within short period of time. So this is the only biodegradable material that is available currently. Basically, another difference is lactic acid is made by microbe outside the cell. The pHs are made by the microbes inside the cell. So basically, the whole polymer is built inside a microbe. That microbe makes this polymer, and then of course you recover that polymer after downstream processing. That's the difference.
And you were also working on ethanol from bamboo.
So no, only ethanol from rice straw, not from bamboo. So ethanol from rice straw, that plant we built at IOCL Panipat refinery, which is commissioned now, running at about 40 to 50% capacity. That plant, we are trying to stabilize the plant now to reach the 100% capacity in coming few months. We are building two more plants for ethanol from rice straw. One is at for BPCL in Bargarh, Orissa, and for HPCL in Bathinda. These two plants will get commissioned by this year end on rice straw to ethanol.
And would you talk about Praj company's contribution to Indian chemical industry?
So basically, we as a company we are focusing mainly on renewable chemicals and materials. So sustainability is big focus for us, so that we don't pollute environment, we don't create GHG gases to going towards net zero. So most of the work that we do on more on the sustainable materials like this bioplastics, or we worked on earlier technology for making furfural from biomass, which goes into making of spandex fiber. So those are the things we work on, mainly converting uh, biomass or sugars to biochemicals and fuels.
And how can chemical industry contributes around 7% to India's GDP? Do you see its contribution doubling in years to come?
Sure. Of course, currently the renewable chemicals part of the whole chemicals that in made in India is pretty small. There are only few companies that are working in this area, like Godavari Biorefineries is one of them. Praj, of course, doesn't produce biochemicals, but we develop technologies in that area, and hope that contribution of the renewable materials in the overall chemical industry will go further in near future, considering the efforts that is being made by Praj as well as other companies in India.
Top 10 technologies which will make an impact moving forward
In terms of renewables or fossil?
in terms of overall chemical sector.
So in terms of overall chemical sector, all the technologies, particularly in the renewable space that I will talk about, is the mainly on the bioplastic side. These are the technologies that are very important because of the issues that we face with the fossil plastics, which are uh, considering that we do not recycle much plastic, but there are two, three technologies that will come in for the sustainability of the whole industry. Is one, the uh, recycling of the plastic. particularly the recycling, chemical recycling or mechanical recycling, which will get more push in coming years. Of course, renewable chemicals like bioplastics will make a difference, and of course, starting material starting from ethanol to downstream chemicals and polymers. These are the technologies that will come into the picture.